Hariom. This is a practice for beginners or a gentle yoga practice. I'm Mary Burris of Flowering Cactus, and I'm in the hallway of River's Edge, which is the building I currently live in. So if you hear some unusual noises, those are just my neighbors, but I am filming this in the time of coronavirus isolation, and so this is the best I can do. Yay! So let's get started. So come to the top of your mat. You're going to come to a position called Tadasana. And Tadasana is where you take your feet hips distance apart. How do you know where hips distance is? Because a lot of people don't, if you're new to yoga or new to body system. You're going to take the butts of your hands and put them on your hip points. And then point your fingers directly down. And then you'll adjust your feet so that if you were shooting laser beams from your fingers, you would be bisecting your ankles. So that's about hips distance apart. Now I'm going to show you the rest of the alignment. So I'm turning this way. Now I've got my feet in the right place. Tuck the hips very slightly, so it's just ever so slightly. So the hip points come up towards the lower ribs. Breathe in, let your shoulders come back and down. The chest is lifted, and the crown of the head is lifted. The chin is parallel to the floor. Breathe in here. Exhale, palms come to the heart. Inhale, palms reach up. I'm going to reach them straight up, lifting up off the hips, and then exhale, forward fold. So come down nice and slow, and go ahead and find your elbows with your hands and just let your head drop. Take a few deep breaths, and you just want to be as loose as possible from the hips down to your head, through your arms. So if I were to undo my arms, they would just fall like this, okay? So very loose, so loose that if you shake your head, you're moving like this. I'm not making any effort to do that. So breathe. And then inhale, your hands come right underneath your kneecaps on your shins and come halfway up. And here we're making a flat back. So it's not here, it's flat. And you're looking down at the floor, reaching your tailbone behind you and reaching your head forward. Exhale, forward fold. Now we're going to breathe in and press into the feet, engage the abs and the legs. Inhale, you're going to sweep the arms to the side and all the way up. And exhale, the palms come to the heart. So we're going to do that again. I'm coming to the top of the mat because as you see, I have blocks here. And if you don't have blocks, that's okay. You can work around that. They're not absolutely necessary. So breathe in, and if you don't have any and you want to, you can order them. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, press into the hands. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, palms come to the heart. Now we're going to actually come down, so onto the floor. So breathe in, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, the hands come down onto the floor. Step both feet back, and you're going to take your knees out to the side and come into child's pose. And so child's pose looks like this. The hips come towards the heels, and the arms stretch out in front of you. And if it feels good, let me move this block so you can see. If it feels good, you can come up on the ends of your fingers and reach your knuckles forward to get a nice stretch through your entire back. Take a big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Yes, my neighbors are yelling. And inhale. You're just going to come forward onto the belly. Press into the elbows. Lift the heart. This is the Sphinx pose. So the elbows are directly under the shoulders. The arms are directly in front. The shoulders are back and down. You're lifting up out of the chest, pressing the tops of the feet in the floor. Exhale. You're going to press back into child's pose. Take a breath here. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then inhale, gaze goes forward. Come to all fours, turn your toes under, and walk your feet up towards your hands. Breathe in, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Little back bend if it feels good. And then exhale, palms to the heart. Okay, we're going to do that same sequence one more time. So breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step both feet back, bring your knees down, toes together, hips come towards the heels, reach the hands forward. Big breath in and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do another one like that. One more, see if you can breathe into your lower back ribs. And then the gaze goes forward, and you're going to walk, come into your, this time we're going to come into a cobra. So I came into the Sphinx first. Now I'm going to bring my forehead down and move my hands underneath my shoulders. I'm pressing the tops of the feet into the floor, and I use the upper back muscles to lift up, and I'm not using my hands at all. In fact, I can lift my hands up. So that's really important, using these upper back muscles, which get so lengthened and weak from hunching over. Exhale. Turn your toes under. Walk your hands back. And then walk your feet up towards your hands. Breathe in halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press it all the way up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Okay, so that was a very gentle sun salutation, and now we're going to do a stretch for the hip flexors. So that's where the blocks come in, and these are really helpful for this particular stretch. So finding the tops of the blocks with the hands, and stepping the right foot back, come down on that right knee, and I want you to see the position of my leg here. Right now, it might be difficult to see because of my pants. My knee is way in front of my ankle, so I'm going to line my ankle and knee up. Now you can see they're lined up. Okay, so I'm putting my weight in my hands here because then the hip flexor can really relax. So breathe in. Exhale, just let that hip flexor melt down towards the floor. Leave the heart open, the shoulders are relaxed and down. The face is relaxed, and I'm holding my body weight up mostly with my arms here so that my hip flexor can just rest and lengthen on its own time. Big breath in. That's 3. We're going to do 2 more breaths. 2. And 1. Okay, release the hands from the blocks down to the floor, and we're going to switch sides. So the right foot is coming forward this time. Again, I'm looking for that same alignment. I want my ankle right under my knee. You want that too. Breathe in, weights in the hands. Exhale, let this melt forward. So opening up this hip flexor. That was 3 breaths. So breathing in and coming back. I'm going to move the blocks to the side, and we're going to practice something called cat-cow pose. So coming onto all fours, this is great for the lower back. So spread your fingers nice and wide. The middle finger is facing the top of the mat. Wrists, elbows, shoulders are in one line. The knee and the hips are lined up. And your knees are directly under your hips. So that's the alignment we're looking for. And for the cow pose, the tailbone tips up. We inhale, the belly drops, the shoulders go back towards the hips, and the gaze goes up. That's the cow. When we exhale, we turn the tailbone under, press into the hands, lift the spine up towards the ceiling. This is cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do 2 more like this. Really bring that belly in towards the spine when you exhale. And 1 more. Good. And come to a neutral spine. That's the cat-cow. Feels really good. So I'm going to take a second to turn the mat a different way so I can demonstrate this next pose better. This is called thread the needle. So back to that tabletop position. Breathe in. I'm going to call the mirror of this. So I'm lifting my right hand, but you'll lift your left hand up. So you're doing when we're mirroring each other. Exhale, send that between your knee and your arm, and let your shoulder come to the floor. This is thread the needle. This is a great twisting pose. It's also awesome for the front of the shoulder. We're going to breathe here. And big breath in, press into your right hand and sweep the left hand up towards the ceiling. Take a big stretch. Exhale, bring it down. Oh, we might have a little canine friend coming through in a second. Breathe in and sweep it up. Reach. So this is your right hand. Exhale, send it through. And breathe. Just try to relax everything you can. Let everything melt down towards the floor. And on the next breath, press into the left hand, sweep the right hand up. Exhale, back to all fours. Okay, so now I'm just moving the mat so you can see what's next. We're going to come to a standing position. So from tabletop, the toes turn under, walk your hands back until you come into a squat. And then as you breathe in, lift the hips up and exhale, let the head come down and the heels come down. We've already done a forward fold today, so this should feel really good. And then on the inhale, just walk the hands up the legs as you stack the vertebra one at a time until you come to standing. Okay, great. Now we're going to do a very basic balancing pose. So we're going to go through the 5 poses that are required for an Ashtanga based practice. So we're going to start with, I like to do this not on the mat, that's all right. I'm going to start with my right foot. Go ahead and start with your left. If that feels better, put your heel on the floor, spread your toes nice and wide. You're going to engage your lower abdominal muscles and pick a spot on the floor for your gaze. Palms come to the heart, and we're just going to practice the very basic tree pose. So my big toe comes on the floor next to my ankle, like so. Now if you feel like you are very, very steady, and only if you feel you're very steady, you can raise the arms up. They can be like this with the palms facing each other, or they can have the palms together, whatever works. And if you're super steady here, you can move your foot to your calf. Make sure it's on the calf and avoiding the knee. Okay, 3 more breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Palms come to the heart and we release that. Shake it out. Shaking and jumping are also really good ways to get rid of stress in your body. So, if you're feeling stressed, do a little jumping, a little shaking. So same thing, I'm flattening the foot here, finding a spot on the floor for my gaze, engaging these lower abdominal muscles, placing my toe, my hands come together, and this is where we begin. So stay here if you're feeling unsteady. If you're feeling steady, you can raise your arms up. If you're feeling steady here, you can move your foot to your calf. 3, 2, and 1. Palms come down first. Release the leg and shake it out. All right, great. So, wonderful. Balancing pose. Now we're going to come down onto the floor and we're going to do this in a squat. So this pose is called Malasana. So I'm taking my feet a little wider than my hips. My toes are pointed out and I'm bringing the palms to the heart. Now squatting is really important, and if you can't get down in a squat, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is Mary Burris of Flowering Cactus, and Al Condi, who's my business partner in my other business, Rethink Fitness, and I have a video about squatting and the importance of squatting and how to get to a squat if you can't get to a squat. So inhale here and bend the knees, the elbows come to the thighs, the insides of the knees, and press, lift the heart. So this squatting is an extremely important position because it's what we use to get up out of chairs, to get out of the car. It keeps us mobile and independent throughout our lives to be able to do this. So you want to work towards it. Okay, big breath in. Exhale, come down nice and gently, and we'll begin here with a twist. So I'm going to start with my right leg. So my right leg is extended forward, my calf is pressing in towards the floor, hugging the left leg in towards the chest and sitting up nice and tall. Now crossing the left leg over the right, my right arm wraps around this knee. The left fingers come in front and I breathe in and exhale, I find a twist. Now holding the arm here is the gentle version of the twist. So, that's the yoga we're practicing today. So looking over the left shoulder and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhalation. Exhale, unwind, and we're going to change sides. So now my left leg is extended. The right leg comes in towards the chest, sit up nice and tall, cross it over. I'm wrapping that left arm around, breathe in, and exhale. So I think this is on the other video. There are several floor exercises on the other video, so now that's what we're doing. So breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, unwind. Okay, so now we're going to have a back bend, and the gentle back bend looks like this. So I'm going to lie down on my right side. I'm resting my head on my right arm. My right leg is bent. Okay, see that? Now I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to bend my left hand to my left ankle, and I'm going to press my foot into my hand so that my knee comes behind my head and I reach the chest forward. So I'm in an arch here with my back, so that I'm opening the heart and opening the back. I'm getting a back bend here. That's very important. So breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Roll over onto your belly and rest. So while you're resting, I'm going to flip sides. You don't need to do this. I'm just doing it for the sake of the video. Okay, now roll over onto your left side. So you're lying with your head resting on your left arm. The left leg is bent. And then the right leg, the right hand comes back to find the ankle or the leg closest to the ceiling. Maybe that's a better way if you confuse your right and left. And breathe. 5. Press that foot. 4, sorry. 3, 2, and 1. Big inhalation. Exhale, release. And then from here, we've done our back bend and our twist, our balancing pose, and we have forward fold. So pressing up, the gentle forward fold looks like this. So the feet are planted, and you know this from the other video too. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold forward. So you're folding so that you get a nice stretch in the lower back. If this is not enough stretch for you, if it is enough, stay here. If it's not, you can open your legs up to the side and come forward. Okay, so breathing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up nice and slow. And now we have our inversion. So in the other video, I showed you how to do the inversion with the block. So today I'm going to show you how to do it against the wall with the block. Because against the wall feels so much better. It really does. So, oh, you can probably see it better here. All right, no one's coming in and out of this door because, of course, this area is closed right now. Oh, it really, no, this is better. Okay, so the way you get your legs up against the wall is bring your hip next to the wall, and then you lie down on your back, scoot your bum up close to the wall. Take your block or a pillow or whatever it is that you want to put underneath your sacrum. Lift up, put the block underneath, place it down. Palms turn up and just relax. So legs up is really great for restoring. It's a restorative pose. So, you know, if you're tired in the late afternoon or you just need a break, this is a great way to do that. Helps you to feel energized. So just let everything relax that can relax. Take a few deep breaths and exhale through the mouth and just let everything go. So you can hold the legs up for up to 15 minutes. It's really great, particularly if you have fluid in your legs, hold fluid in your legs. It's great for digestion, also for circulatory. It helps to strengthen your heart and your circulatory system. So you can stay up. I'm coming down, and you just roll to one side and move the prop away when you're ready. You don't have to do it now. You can pause this video and stay in legs up for a long time if you want to. Okay. So, the final pose in yoga, the most important pose of all, is the Shavasana. So, I'm going to just demonstrate the Shavasana. We've done all the poses that are required for a very basic Ashtanga-based practice today in a gentle way, and it's a great step up from the chair yoga practice. It's also just a great kind of quick yoga practice to do every day if you want, or 5-6 days a week. You should always have one day of no yoga asana practice. And this Shavasana is just really, the corpse pose is what it is. You just lie down, let your feet flop out to the sides, tuck your shoulders a little bit, let your palms face the ceiling, rock your head from side to side, and then you just relax all of your muscles, beginning with your toes, and then up through your feet, and your ankles, and all the way up through the legs, the hips, the glutes, the abs, the chest, the ribs, all of the vertebrae, the shoulders, relax, the arms, the wrists, the hands and fingers. Relax the throat and the neck, all the muscles in the face, and let the jaw go slack. Relax all the muscles around the skull, and then just become limp as a cooked spaghetti noodle on the mat. And you can stay in Shavasana, repeating a mantra for 20 minutes. In fact, I highly recommend it. And I will also include, right after I post this, I have a 20-minute Shavasana that I'm happy to send you. So I will include that. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like I said. Just use the timer. I don't have time to demonstrate that right now. So, thank you for watching. I hope this practice is helpful to you. Namaste. This is Mary Burris of Flowering Cactus. Stay cool, stay calm, stay healthy, and practice in beauty and peace. Om Shanti.